Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Welcome back to my craft room. Come on in. Today is a bit of a scattered day. The internet is up and down, so we're going to do things a little bit in a different order today, but nonetheless, welcome back to the Shoebox stash. Yesterday we did hidden paper. Look how full this box is getting. The lighting is terrible. It's late in the day. I had to rearrange things today. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I've been keeping in touch with my neighbors, and yes, our internet is spotty today at best. Made together yesterday our hidden paper clips. I love this one. I think he's my favorite with the little dog. We made this little girl. We made this one. Just made 3 more. Got a few different things. I used scrapbook paper instead of the file folder. Again with the scrapbook paper with the butterfly in pink, and then this one here with the little ephemera bit, that teacup that we all love, and some of my fabric scraps there. And I've done them all, but this was just the style I seemed to want to do yesterday, so that these are going in our box. So look at this, isn't that great? And then we can squish it up so we still have lots of room. So we're on day 8, embossed. I'm going to start out with hellos because I want to, while I still have the internet at this moment anyway, I'm just going to read them right off the screen, and just in case the internet goes out again. So I want to say hello and thank you for watching. Sue Fryer, Carrie from Created Me Creative, Cindy Wilson 2739, Carol Wolfgang, Island Girl, Karen Moritz, Melissa McDonald, I Am Galaxy, Seahorse Ranch Girl, love your handle, Tina from Touch of Serenity, our friend Sherry Vanderpool, Gail from Shabby Cottage Studio, Diane from Faith Art Design Studio, Valerie Suplee, Lisa Hobson, hello, Crafty Corey, our friend Margot, Melissa Army Brat, Montserrat Barcelia, I'll get that right one of these days. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Pauline Letizia, Linda 8704, Michelle Monks, Kate Amspo. It also looks like K.A. Teamspa. It's hard when everything's together. I'm going to say that's Kate Amspa. This is so fun. I'm learning so much. Well, thank you so much. You made my day. And I will double check your name for next time. Sorry about that. And Sandy Meacham. Thanks, everybody. I haven't had a chance to read all the comments yet. Like I said, the internet's been up and down. So I have my little plates. I have a shim. And in the summer, when I went to that private sale that I took the girls shopping to, I was able to buy a bunch. And I think right till here is Christmas. So I think we'll just work with these ones today. So what I wanted to try today were some different things. So I have little bags, little coin envelopes, scrapbook paper, of course regular envelopes, regular paper, tea-dyed paper, some resume paper. This is scrap cardstock, tea-dyed, printables, avocado, a couple different types of shipping paper. I know what you're going to say. It's probably too thin and it's going to tear. So I'm trying to think of a way that I can layer my paper inside my sandwich so that I can still emboss thin paper. These are little scrapbook papers. There's that file folder, and here's some larger envelopes. So, okay, so let's just start with something simple and easy. Let's start with the scrapbook paper, and I'll do a few with you, and then I'll start doing this part off camera because that might get annoying. But let's see. I just want to spread these out and see, and I might just go left to right here just for the sake of picking and choosing. So this is a Cuttlebug, and it's numbers. Okay, and then if you guys do things differently than me, please let me know. This is got ink on it. Or I would imagine the roller gets dirty after a while. Yeah, there we go. Let's try that. So with the new machine that I have, it's from Stampin' Up. And honestly, I don't see a difference between the result of using the text. Oh, so sorry. Put you back here. Sorry about that. I don't see a difference in the result from using that larger machine to this machine. The only thing is the stability of the machine, the speed, the ease of, you know, putting it through. But that is, geez, and with this light, I don't even know if you're going to see these that well. This is such a, not the best day to film, but I didn't want to miss a day. So, but I do like the depth on that one. It's quite nice. I like that. So I'm going to call that a winner. We have some dots, polka dots. Let's try looking at the pink this time. And then I think, yeah, I would love to hear what you guys, I haven't seemed to need that shim yet. I would love to know what different things you guys put through your embossing machines. See, and this is going to shake the, this is not going to be good, is it? Just let me see if I can rearrange. There, I moved the camera stand away, so hopefully, sorry if I was shaking the table before, I didn't realize it. So what did we end up with here? Pretty. Just some polka dots, circles. Both sides are nice in that case. Let's try a different paper. So we obviously nice cardstock or scrapbook paper is a normal thing or typical thing. Okay, let's try one of these little paper bags that you get at the dollar store. So it's small, so let's find a smaller print. How about this eyelet? This is Stampin' Up. I'm going to try to line this one up nicely. Okay. A little too thick. So that's not quite thick enough. I wish I had two of those shims. I guess I could just put it through with some more paper. Yeah, let me try that. I can tell that's not doing anything. Let's just see if we can put something in here. I'm just using a couple of envelopes. It's like the Three Bears. Too hot, too cold, and just right. There we go. So what did we end up with here? See, not quite enough pressure, but that's really cute, right? With the eyelet, I like that. Let's try this one. I don't know the name of this guy. Again, I'm just trying to line it up. Maybe right in the center. But that's pretty too. Aren't those cute? Cute little bags. So you could glue that side down. You can just glue the box of the bag at the bottom down. So this is something you can open inside the journal plus flip back. So those are cute. Okay, let's experiment with I myself have never done tea dyed paper. So let's try that. This little Sizzix thing looks like a little purse. It was one of my first craft tools, big craft tools I bought. I was so proud. I was so happy when I got it. Oh, that's lovely with the tea dyed paper. Lovely. So I can see myself using the bigger machine, sitting here watching some videos and pumping out like 50 of those. I love that. That's beautiful. One thing that's really pretty to do is do the flap and not the envelope. So just put the flap in here. So just the flap's going to get embossed, and the envelope part, the body of the envelope's on the outside of the folder. So it's another Cuttlebug. There, that's really pretty. I love those. I love doing that with envelopes. So just the flap has been embossed. Let's try this Country Floral. So in my head, what I'm thinking is if we double them up, might not, well, let's try one first. And then I'll know if I need to double them up or not. Okay, actually that's really pretty. So this is just Amazon shipping paper. And it doesn't look like it's going to break anywhere. So look at the depth on that one actually. That's really good. I like that. I really like that on the file folder. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I can see myself sitting down and doing a bunch of those. You know what types of things you like to, oh, that's really pretty. What types of things you like to, oh yes, lovely. Both sides I like. That's really nice. So that's just the off-white shipping paper. Ooh, and they feel so nice, kind of that buttery texture. I love that. Love that. You guys let me know in the comments some things I could try this evening with my texture boutique here, and I'll give them a try. Things that are so glaringly obvious, and I'm just not, it's not clocking. It's just not clocking. Printables, let's see how they look. We've done envelopes, little bags. Oh, that's really pretty. Love it. Oh, either side. Gorgeous. Try regular printer paper. So let's try 2 sheets at a time with these roses. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so this is just regular old white copy printer paper, 20-pound paper. That is lovely. And that might be one of the nicest ones we've done. I love it. Let's try some of this resume paper. Ooh, this one's cool. It's very grungy. That's really cool. We've already got a nice little amount of stash here. So we just did the numbers. This was regular copy paper. We did smooth flap textured body of the envelope. We did printable. This is shipping paper, off-white shipping paper. Very nice. That's some of those invitation cards. A file folder. Brown shipping paper. We did the flap of an envelope and left the body smooth. Tea-dyed paper, which is absolutely stunning. Love that. And some scrapbook paper. Okay. Well, that is a nice amount right there. It's a nice little stash already. So you can see how quickly you could build yourself up. Oh, and we did the little bags, sorry. These two little craft bags too. These are just from the dollar store. You can get a little pack. I have white ones and I have craft ones. So let me know in the comments of other things I should try, and I will come back tomorrow on hopefully my internet is okay. I really hope I can get this loaded. I know it's going to be a little later than it has been, but that's on account of the internet. So, okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me in my craft room. Sorry for all the delays and the lighting and the shaking and all the things, but we're still here. We're still hanging out. So we're friends, and I know you'll forgive me. Okay. Oh, what's your favorite? I think maybe this is my favorite right here. The tea dyed. Quite like that. Quite like that. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. And don't forget to let me know what I should try in my embossing machine. Thanks so much. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.